certification helps, right? I mean, it helps you get noticed,
Okay.
right? But then if you have the skill and you don't have the certification, that's not a problem. I
Okay.
mean, just work on projects and make sure you are pushing your project to, I mean, a public repository where everybody can see it.
Hello guys, welcome to Kweku Tech. If today is your first time here, please don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and the notification icon below. So today I have with me Kumi. He is into cloud engineering. I will let him show us what it takes to be a cloud engineer, what you need to study, and the ways to pass. Isaac, you are welcome.
Thank you, Kweku.
So, how did you start? Like your journey, how did it all begin for you?
It all began when I completed university.
Okay. Which university?
Ashesi University.
Oh, Ashasi. I heard Ashasi students are very brilliant, right?
Yes.
And I interviewed one guy, Hector, who works at Google. He is also a student of Ashasi University.
Yeah. So after Ashesi University, I got an opportunity to do my internship, my national service with a company called Cloud Fruition Technologies.
Okay. Are they based in Ghana?
They are based in Ghana, but I mean it's basically a remote opportunity. So
wow, that's nice.
Yeah. So I did my national service home. I was home, but I was doing the service.
Okay.
So when I joined, so Cloud Fruition, let me talk a little bit about Cloud Fruition.
Okay.
So it's a company that trains young professionals. So if you want to enter into into the cloud, learn more about the cloud and see, I mean, if you see yourself doing, I mean, working with, AWS or Amazon or Google Cloud platform or any of their services, I mean, you can join them.
Okay.
So they train you right from the very basic. They'll put you on a on a path where you learn AWS, then you prepare for a certification. So once you pass the certification, you shadow, young engineers who are already in the company working. So you'll be assigned to tasks that you do. I mean, real world tasks, not like, real world tasks. You'll be working on it, then gain more experience.
Okay. Let me. Did you study cloud engineering in university?
No, I didn't study cloud.
So what did you study there?
Okay, so I did management information systems.
Management and information systems.
Yes.
Wow. Someone doing management and information systems is now a cloud engineer. Wow.
So I mean, I was just curious about it. I wanted to see what the cloud. I mean, all the time we've been hosting applications.
Okay.
But I was a little bit curious. I wanted to see how these things work, how to deploy an application, how these service cloud providers are hosting their applications. So yeah, so when I joined Cloud Fruition, I got to know all these things. I got to know how to provision, how to host an application, how the services that comes to play when you host an application. So, I mean, that's pretty much.
Okay. So mostly when people talk about cloud computing or cloud engineering, all that comes into mind is AWS. Is AWS the only cloud?
I mean, there are lots of cloud providers. We have public cloud providers, and we also have private cloud providers.
Okay.
So with public cloud providers, we have Amazon, AWS, we have Microsoft, yes, it's Microsoft Azure.
Okay.
Then we have Google Cloud Platform.
Okay.
So they are the, popularly known public cloud providers. Then we also have Alibaba.
Okay.
We have IBM. I mean, there are a lot more, private cloud providers out there. But I mean, AWS is the top three. Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. They are the popular ones that everybody know.
Okay. So is it that AWS was the first to come? That's why. Is it the first to come?
Yes, and
That's why
yeah,
most
they were the
people.
ones
Oh,
that
okay. Okay.
cloud.
Just like in Ghana here, every detergent is called Umu.
Yes.
Okay. 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 So what do you need to study to be a cloud engineer or to do cloud computing?
Okay, so there are lots of, areas that you can enter into,
Okay.
right? You can become a cloud DevOps engineer. You can become a network security engineer. You can become a database specialist. There are lots of opportunities there. A lot of, I mean, so you need to know what you want to do,
Okay.
right?
But how do you need to study before you
Okay,
can?
so before you get into it, you need to, I mean, start off with at least a basic certification. So in AWS, you can start off with AWS Cloud Practitioner. So the Cloud Practitioner introduces you to the basics, the services that AWS offers. So you learn about EC2, you learn about VPC, you learn about storage, Amazon S3 buckets. There are a lot more services. So the cloud practitioner program will introduce you to all this stuff. Then once you pass, you can jump onto the associate.
Okay.
So that is it's more like a little bit advanced
Advanced. Okay.
level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
Just like the Cisco networking stuffs
yeah,
that we learn
yeah,
at school. Okay.
yeah.
So I want to ask you this question. Do you need to have a background in IT before you can study AWS, or someone with interest can also study the AWS certifications like you said?
You don't need any background in IT.
Okay.
You don't need any background in IT. Once you have the interest, you can start. There are resources out there that you can just leverage on to prepare for the certifications.
Okay. Okay. Do you know of some of the resources that you can share?
Yes, so for AWS, okay, so one, Udemy, you can get resources on
Okay.
Udemy. And so AWS has a platform called AWS Skill Builder.
Okay.
So you can use that one. There are free courses
I
on
want the
there.
free ones because my viewers will really like the
Yeah,
free things.
yeah. So you can use AWS Skill Better. There are free certification courses over there. You
Okay.
can just take them. And if you go to the Amazon site, there are white papers. So the white papers are like a PDF. They are documents explaining, giving you detailed explanations about every single service that AWS offers.
Okay.
So you can use that one, or you can, if you have money, you can buy you can purchase you can use a cloud grow. Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually a good platform that can help quickly get you. I mean they have video courses, they have hands-on labs. So the
Okay.
hands-on labs, they have a sandbox where, let's say if you want to provision a virtual machine or an EC2 instance. So you have a virtual a playground that you can go there and provision practice with this one. So it won't be like you are just reading. So
Okay.
you have an hands-on experience on whatever you are learning.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
So let me ask you this question. If I read these free courses
Yeah.
and I understand the AWS
Yeah.
to details, but I don't have the certification, can I still work with? Can I still work? Would companies accept me?
Um yeah. Okay, well, it depends, right? Once you have the skills, you need to showcase your skills,
Okay.
right? You need to showcase it by building products,
Okay.
right? So let's say you know how to use um, Azure DevOps, right? You know how to use Amazon Elastic Container Service, right? It's in your head, but no one knows about it.
Okay.
So you can build projects, put it on GitHub, and when recruiters see it, they can even though you don't have the certification, but like they will see that you really have the skills, so they can employ you. So it's not only about it. The certification helps, right? It helps you get noticed,
Okay.
yeah, right? But then, if you have the skill and you don't have the certification, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Just work on projects and make sure you are pushing your project to, I mean, a public repository where everybody can see it.
Okay.
So yeah.
So let me in Ghana here, do you have anything like AWS group that maybe you meet for maybe discussions or anything, like how they have the Python developers group, Java user group, and those things? Do you have anything like that here in Ghana?
Well, I've not heard of any.
Okay.
Yeah, I've not heard of any. Yeah, mostly, most of the groups that I join are, I mean, virtual groups on
Okay.
LinkedIn,
Okay.
Telegram. Yeah.
So can you share some of the like some guidance on how people can get to start something if someone is interested in maybe cloud computing, maybe your social media handles or your let me say your social media handle. So if someone is interested, maybe you can guide the person
Okay.
through
Well, I'm not a social media person, but I can only share my
LinkedIn
LinkedIn
and maybe
profile,
Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah, yeah. So, on LinkedIn, you can search for Isaac Kumi.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't know on Twitter.
Isaac Kumi. On Twitter, my handle is at I_Kumi,
Okay.
but there is an E at the end.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll display that under the screen for you to
yeah.
see. And your last words for our audience.
Well, okay. So what I would say is, I mean, if you are interested in the cloud, there are lots of resources out there. Make sure you get the right person, get the right person to mentor you to do whatever you are trying to, like whichever what's the name, whichever certification that you want to get in the near future. So sometimes there are lots of resources, but if you don't get a right person to mentor you, you might enter into a tutorial hell. Like you'll be watching a lot of videos, but you will not understand. But if you get the right person to mentor you, the person will guide you to the on the right path to do whatever I mean
You want to
whatever you want to achieve on the cloud, right? If you want to become a developer, you want to become a database expert, you want to become a DevOps engineer, yeah, just get a mentor, let the person help you, and you'll be fine.
Thank you very much, Isaac. Just get a mentor, and that's why we bring the best for you here on Kweku Tech. Don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and keep on the notification icon below. Peace.